his ass for y'all talking. For real. I better be quiet.
I don't give a fuck if y'all was
all
quiet,
that ski mask
if
and all
y'all
that.
was
We got
loud.
the whole hood over there.
Like, twisted up. I don't give a fuck about none
Y'all
of
can
that.
do whatever
I don't
y'all
care about
want.
none of
My
that.
mother, he can't
I don't care
stop
about no
nothing
hood,
over
no
here.
none of that.
Not at all.
I'm telling you, I'm gonna f him up.
Not at all. Never. Nothing's
y'all
gonna get
under
f***ed
y'all
up over here.
face up.
What do I look like getting f***ed up?
I want to fight him, bro, because he been tricking the boxing game for too long. He been tricking the boxing game for too long. He makes shit look good. He makes shit look better than what it.
Gervonta Tank Davis versus Keyshawn Davis is now official. After weeks of rumors, scrapped plans, and endless debate, Tank has finally drawn a line. He's moving away from the Lamont Roach fight and stepping into the ring with one of boxing's fastest rising names. This isn't just another date on the calendar. It's a clash of two unbeaten fighters, one ring and pressure at its peak. The stakes rise even higher with Tank revealing that 2025 will mark the final chapter of his career. That announcement turns every remaining fight into a must-win scenario, and this matchup suddenly carries far more weight than anyone anticipated.
25 is at the next year. I'm out of it.
After our second fight.
You're out of it?
Yeah,
Care to elaborate on that?
out of the sport.
After our second fight. Nah, no, I'm gonna win, bro.
Nah, I could tell you my fights.
With heavy criticism surrounding the original Roach matchup, Tank clearly felt the pressure to raise the bar, and taking on Keyshawn Davis does exactly that.
Think of the announcement of the Gervonta Davis Roach fight.
I think that, you know, he's had a lot of criticism, but it's not a bad fight. You know, Lamont Roach is a world champion. He's smaller than Gervonta Davis. The problem is not many people are aware of who he is or his ability. But he can fight. I don't think it's a huge fight, but not.
This wasn't a last-minute decision made on a whim. There's real drama behind the shift, and it's worth unpacking how it all unfolded, what's truly at stake, and why this fight could become one of the most talked-about showdowns in boxing. Let's be honest, Tank's initial bout with Lamont Roach wasn't exactly setting the internet ablaze. Roach is skilled and dangerous, but he lacks mainstream pull. And when you're Gervonta Davis, expectations are different. Fans felt there were bigger, more compelling options on the table.
That Lamont Roach is as familiar with Tank Davis as he is. It goes beyond them fighting in the amateurs. They've spent time in camp together. He's been around Tank. He's seen Tank up close and personal, whether he's in the ring with them or not. That matters. When you know a guy's rhythm, when you know their speed, when you know what they're thinking, that changes everything, you know? Saying all this to say that because I know we got a lot of people. It don't matter. When he get hit, he going to sleep. Just wait for it. This might be a fight until he gets hit. And again, he's tasted that before. So if he gets hit and he doesn't go away, we got a fight on our hands, you know? I think it's a good fight. I think that there's better fights for Tank Davis, but this is...
Tank has been under growing pressure to deliver marquee matchups, especially after revealing this will be his final year inside the ring.
You hope Tank, I know he's announced that he's retiring at the end of 2025. I don't know if you believe that or not, but...
I don't know. I thought he was very sincere. I mean, like, sometimes the hunt...
Fed up with, yeah.
Maybe, but boxing can do that to you, I think, in general. So I think that maybe he wants to do something different with his life. We can only look after our own, and that's Shakur Stevenson. And for me, Schofield, Zepeda, Tank. That's the plan for 2025. And if we were to do that, I think Shakur against Tank is one of the best fights in boxing.
After emphatic stoppages of Ryan Garcia and Rolando Romero, fans naturally expected Tank to chase blockbuster names like Shakur Stevenson or Devin Haney. Instead, a fight with Roach felt underwhelming to many, lacking the star power needed to sell out arenas or drive massive pay-per-view numbers. According to Tank himself, there's another opponent he believes brings even more excitement than a Shakur showdown.
Can still answer, but after this year, I'm out of.
Could we see you with Shakur before you go?
Why you think I'm retired? For what? Okay. Who have Shakur? What have Shakur done? What have he done in the sport? He hasn't done nothing.
You don't think he's better than any of the guys you face?
Looking more better than him. Who that? Keyshawn. Keyshawn looking way more better than this nigga.
So you would rather
keep screaming this nigga name? He haven't done nothing.
You'd rather fight Keyshawn?
Keyshawn haven't even done nothing.
So what do you say to those who say that you might be afraid? So what do you say to those who might be saying that, you know, Tank is afraid of Shakur?
Afraid of what? Afraid of what? Us fighters, if we're afraid of somebody, it gotta be somebody hitting us and hurting us. Like, he don't have no offense. Everything is defense. Defense only winning basketball and
Reports soon surfaced that ticket sales for the Tank Roach fight weren't meeting expectations. Fans made their message clear. They wanted a headline event, not a low-profile technical matchup against a respected underdog. Tank took note of the backlash and chose to pivot, turning toward a fight the audience had been calling for. Keyshawn Davis.
You stole the show, you know. I know it's, you know, you're the main event. You're supposed to, but you delivered.
Right.
And you after it said, you know, knock knock Tank.
Yeah.
I'm knocking on the door. You came over here, said light skin. A lot of fight fans like when people call out and do things like that.
But only person that don't like it is him. He's kind of weird. But now he got no choice but to fight me. The fans want him to fight me. After what I just did tonight against a guy that's bigger than him. Come on now, if I touch him, what's gonna happen? Talk about that. Everybody wanna talk about, oh, Keyshawn, what if he touch you? What if I touch him? Yeah, okay.
So who exactly is Keyshawn Davis, and why does this matchup matter so much? He's not just another unbeaten prospect. He's widely viewed as one of the most electrifying young talents emerging in boxing today.
Are good. You are real good. But there's levels to this game, Keyshawn.
Okay, we gonna talk about levels. Okay, just know.
At just 24 years old, Keem has already built a reputation for blistering hand speed, sharp footwork, and a confidence that borders on arrogance. An Olympic silver medalist with an unblemished professional record, he spent months publicly calling out the biggest names in his division. For Keem, this fight represents far more than an opportunity. It's a statement. A win over Tank wouldn't just dominate headlines, it could instantly crown him as boxing's next leading star. With Tank nearing the end of his career, Keem is aiming straight for the throne.
Like, I beat Tank too, as well. Only time I see him come out fast, it's on the cruise. I know boxing, and also I know myself, so.
Though that Keyshawn Davis is ready to step into the ring with one of those guys and fight for a world title?
Truth be told, Brian, I literally just got off the phone. I just hung up the phone with Shakur, saying I gotta do an interview with you, and I'm like, cool, what you think? Like, cause I'm a person.
The tension between these two didn't appear overnight. Months of sharp exchanges, non-stop media attention, and rising hostility have all led to this moment. Both fighters have openly expressed their dislike for one another. Yet beneath the rivalry, there's a quiet respect that makes this showdown even more compelling.
Keyshawn, this new guy, he's 140 pounds, he's not bad.
Yeah,
Keyshawn Davis. That's him right there, isn't it?
Ooh, no, I thought he was.
Keem has repeatedly stated that Gervonta's reign at the top won't last much longer. For him, this fight is about more than skill. It's about announcing the beginning of a new era. Meanwhile, Tank has publicly brushed Keem off as just another hungry contender trying to climb at his expense. Still, beneath the bravado, there's an unspoken acknowledgement that Keem is a real threat.
I don't need you, bro. If you want to fight me, send me a contract, but if you don't, I'm going to be just as popular fighting you or not fighting you. I'm going to make my money fighting you or not fighting you. So don't get it twisted like I'm chasing after you. I'm not chasing you, little dude. Little dwarf.
Keyshawn Davis recently turned heads with a dominant performance against Gustavo Lemos. What was supposed to be a routine lightweight bout quickly became a one-sided demolition. Lemos came in over 6 pounds overweight and held a clear size advantage, but Keem neutralized it with speed, accuracy, and power. By the second round, he had dropped Lemos 3 times before the referee waved it off.
Over by 6.4 pounds at the weigh-in. He was that's a left counter. There it is. Davis, and down goes Lemos. As he's playing Matador for moments, goes downstairs with a vicious right hook, and that left hook puts him on stanky legs and face first on the mat. And backwards. Don't dance too early now, Keyshawn, because Lemos is still dangerous. But not if you can continue to land those powerful shots, and that's how you end the fight. Keyshawn Davis said, I don't care if he's King Kong. If he comes into my house, he's gonna pay the price, and boy, did Lemos pay the price.
The crowd in Keem's hometown of Norfolk, Virginia erupted as they watched their rising star deliver a decisive and thrilling victory.
That weak ass nigga, man. Excitement, huh? Talk about coming in here and fighting a guy who was heavier.
Yeah.
You talked about not having no concern, but just talking about that, getting ready to fight somebody who was heavier.
Nah, I really didn't have concern, man. I'm keep giving y'all the same answer, man. All glory to God. He gave me the strength to go in there and fight through this week. Like y'all don't even know, my sisters had a whole car accident today, and they hurt. My sister head was all of them. Their head was hurting, back was hurting. Like they literally could have got taken out today. The devil didn't want this to happen, but look what happened. It was still a glorious night. I told y'all it's gonna be a movie.
After the win, Keem didn't waste any time making noise. He directly called out Gervonta "Tank" Davis, punctuating it with a knockout gesture that left little to the imagination. He made it clear he wants Tank next and is determined to stay firmly in his sights.
Title, but also we gonna come back to Norfolk, man. So y'all don't forget about me. Y'all keep supporting DB3. But world title definitely gonna be next 2025. We got big plans for everybody in the boxing world. Hey, Gervonta, knock knock.
You've been on that all week. Listen.
For Tank, this fight is about protecting his legacy. He's the bigger name, the established champion, and a fighter accustomed to headlining major events. A win over Keem would silence critics who accuse him of avoiding rising talent and reinforce his place among boxing's elite.
Like I said before, every time he has came to me, when I say who you want to fight, it doesn't matter. So he don't pick and choose. So if y'all want to criticize anybody, criticize me, or criticize Leonard Ellaby, or criticize whoever, but don't criticize a fighter.
For Keem, this is the breakout moment. Beating Tank could instantly catapult him into superstardom and force the entire lightweight division to take notice. It's his chance to prove he's not just a promising prospect, but a legitimate contender for the crown.
Dude, little dwarf, Oopa Loopa, little light-skinned dude. I'm not chasing you. Tiafimo is running from me. I'm not chasing you, Tiafimo. Who else? I'm not trying to.
Didn't watch it, but I saw it was an early knockout. You know, he come out sharp and put the man to sleep. You know, so you know he is next up. He's going to be a great fighter.
He's calling for Tank. Now
he beats Tank.
Yeah, you think so?
Keyshawn Davis beats Tank, in my opinion. I believe he's give him a good ass.